Welcome to this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Overwatch. We are broadcasting from the Shenandoah Esports Arena, and tonight we are kicking off another new Overwatch Rumble. This time, not the Summer Invitational, but we have some brand new teams here, as well as some old teams with some rosters switched up a little bit, and we are very excited to get into the action. I'm Josh Cunningham. Joining me on the desk is going to be the amazing and magnificent Alexander T. Kresek. And Alex, are you excited for this match tonight?
I mean, absolutely. First off, it is a pleasure to be joining you on the desk again, Josh. But, oh man, the matchups, if you've been watching any part of the matches that we've been streaming the last couple of weeks, you know that they have been incredible, especially grand finals last week was insane. So I am absolutely so excited to see what these teams are going to bring to the table. I'm really interested about Hurricanes. I know there's been a lot of roster changes and kind of switch ups for them. So they're going to be really working on that cohesion. And this is the opportunity for them to show off how well that team is working together, if they've ironed out those kinks, or if there's things that they still need to work on, maybe some fundamentals, some communication issues that they need to work on. And then on the other side of things, the landslides, I've heard a lot of great things about the IGL control. So I'm so excited to see how that player will perform and what sort of tricks they're going to pull out, because especially with Overwatch 2, a lot of these maps are still very new to a lot of these players. There's a lot of new pathways that you can take, kind of IGL calls that can really make these team comps and positioning really, really interesting and entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an intense match tonight. I'm already feeling it, especially with control on that IGL. Not to mention, though, Blank also going to be on the landslides coming in hot from the Summer Invitational. So I'm really, really excited to see them back here again in another Rumble. And that is going to be our first match, going to be the landslides and the Hurricanes. But after that will be a doubleheader for the Hurricanes, as they are also going to be taking on the Lightning. So yeah, going to be really, really awesome to see the Lightning perform later on against the Hurricanes as well. Unfortunately, not going to be able to see the Mammoths this week, but make sure to join us again next week to get some big old elephant action. Mammoth. But it's all about the Hurricanes tonight. They have the doubleheader, and we'll have to see what they're able to bring to the table against the landslides. And I'm really excited to kick off this group stage again. Going to be best of threes here tonight because it's just the group stages, but. Man, group stages are where everything kind of happens. It's where you set the tone for everything. It's where you find your place on a team as a team in a tournament. You know, you kind of figure out where your team stacks up against everyone. It's very, very important. And also very important is going to be the map that we are starting off, and that is going to be New Queen Street on push, and that will be for game number 1. I am very, very excited to get into New Queen Street. Once again, the last couple of weeks, we've been running Colossio quite a few times, but now back on the New Queen Street, and I'm really, really hype for this map. It's very, very different, a lot of different angles and ways to play the high grounds here. The objective moves in a fundamentally different path than Colossio, so I think it's just a really, really outstanding map, and I'm really happy to get back onto it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been watching these last couple of weeks, as you said, we have almost primarily solely been playing Colossio as this push map. So even if we have some returners, we have some teams coming back, some players coming back, they have mainly just been playing on Colossio over and over and over again. And as you said, there are so many fundamental differences for the map, not only the pathing of the actual robot, the actual push part of it, but also high ground has changed. There's not just like that one main high ground that you have to focus on. There's several buildings that you can get into. There's a lot of middle high grounds that you have to fight and contest for. So yes, this is going to be very exciting to see how both of these teams can react to this map that we haven't seen a whole lot of. We've seen a little bit of it maybe once or twice, but really haven't seen a whole lot of New Queen Street.
Yeah, I'm really excited for New Queen Street as well for our first map, and we will be getting underway in just a few minutes. But man, it's just been an insane Overwatch Rumbles the past couple weeks. I'm really excited to get things kicked off here with the landslides and the Hurricanes on New Queen Street to kick things off. Best of 3. Let's see how far these teams are going to go tonight. Will it go all the way to Game 3, or will we see a nice clean sweep coming out of the gates here for one of these teams?
Yeah, and here we go, getting into this matchup. Again, looking at New Queen Street, the beautiful Toronto, Canada, all futuristic. I cannot wait. I'm really excited to see these comps as well. Blank going to be on that Junkrat, so I'm excited. Something interesting about Landslides, though, is they don't have a Sojourn immediately. That's a character that we've seen a lot of. I know a lot of players are really trying to play these new heroes because of how amazing they are, honestly, how much damage they can put out and how well they can just click heads with that railgun shot.
Yeah, especially here on New Queen Street, Sojourn just going to have so much mobility, similar to Genji, just able to dive in and out of these high grounds, which is going to offer so much mobility and a lot of dive opportunities for the teams that pick these characters. Junkrat, though, going to be able to put down a lot of damage into these comps as they just stack in the brawl here. And Alakath can start things off by taking out Blockboy. Monclover actually getting the boop onto Control. Blank going to be trading out that DPS back for the side of Landslides, though the Hurricanes starting to feel something, but their tank goes down. Actually, the tank takes out Joe from the Landslides. Blank so popping off, turning things around with Alakath. These DPS for the Landslides are just keep finding targets now. And there goes the Hurricanes. Finally, objective flipping over to the Landslides to start things off.
Yeah, that was definitely a little bit of a messy fight here, but they are not slowing down at all. The DPS of the Landslides are just pushing in and getting so much value out of that. The Cassidy and the Junkrat putting in so much work, even after they lost their IGL so early in that fight.
Yeah, the Hurricanes going to be regrouping now to get to recontest this. Fire Strikes coming out as these teams start to see each other here. King Swiffer going to be pushing in, trying to take out Alakath, not going to be able to get it, but Earth Shatter is up, going to be looking for it as he jumps over the Ride Shield, gets the entire back line, and now we just see King Swiffer swinging that hammer, finds Control and Alakath. Toxic kill, able to take out Swiffer in the end, but man, the Hurricanes came in swinging on that retake.
Absolutely, I mean, and that has to go to King Swiffer doing so much work for their team to just push forward, get past that Ryan Shield, hit the entirety of the backline, allowing the DPS players to move in, take out the tank, and take out the rest of that backline. Blank holding on for so long enough, in fact, to get a junk tire here.
Going to be looking to bait out that I-field, gets it, and now is going to be looking for a target, but Shai Pengy going to be able to take out Tire before it gets pop. Control not able to take the I-field out in time. Alakath going to be on the flank with the High Noon, but two players looking at him now, three going to be going down to Secrets. Unfortunate for the Landslides, going to lose that DPS player very early. We see Shai Pengy drop window, but goes down, as well as Beat comes down from Monclover. And man, the Hurricanes are just going to have to back off a little bit here, but so are the Landslides going to have to try and recontest this. Now Control taking out King Swiffer and Monclover going down. That's really big for the Landslides, able to recontest once again and take control of that robot.
Yeah, something interesting about, I think, New Queen Street in particular is how separated you can get from your team and how quickly that can happen. Like we said before, there's a lot of buildings that you can go into. There's a lot of obstacles and cars around the way, which is just a really quick way to get separated from your team. So a lot of these fights have been really separated, but Blank with an incredible shot on the Blockboy to start things off here.
Secret's going to be using that overclock as well. Not going to get a ton of value, but will find a target early on in the fight. Also going to find Alakath, though. That's big for the Hurricanes, who are looking to recontest this objective, which just touched that that first checkpoint for the Landslides. You can see the tanks now jumping into the brawl. Joe going to be going low HP, falling to King Swiffer, and the Hurricanes continue to push forward once again after that tank falls. And now the Landslide just going to look to try and get some damage or maybe a pick here to reset this. Able to find Blank, but again, that's from the Landslides. The Hurricanes just pushing forward, taking this objective so cleanly. Earthshatter once again to the side of King Swiffer.
Yeah, and if you're the Landslides, you have to be so careful because of this ultimate being on. Speaking of ultimates, we're going to see the beat drop for Landslides. Joe, oh my goodness, the Shatter comes out big.
Yeah, Joe able to find 3 off of it. Alakath and Control also going to be taking 1 each from the Hurricanes. The Landslides once again have control of the objective, and they are getting some big distance on it. 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes still on the clock. Here they are once again past that checkpoint and just pushing farther.
Yeah, and you know, the Hurricanes have been doing a great job of winning some of these fights, using their ultimates well, but it seems like anytime that they win a fight, they just can't get too much off of it. Wow, Blockboy going to pop the ultimate, but instantly gets taken out by Blank, who gets another pick, another
and
2
the third.
picks. Oh my goodness.
King Swiffer going to be taking out Joe, but the Landslides coming back strong in the fight and still being dominant here on the field. 1 person on the objective, but they're just taking space towards the spawn of the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes do not know what to do yet. They're going to have to regroup, come back with their tank, but that tank is just not going to be there yet.
Yeah, and King Swiffer can only do so much at the end of the day. The team seems a little bit spread out, maybe a little disorganized, and this may be because it is a new roster. But speaking of King Swiffer, he is going to get 1. We're going to see Shy Pangy take a little bit of hit, but oh no, Landslide's coming back.
Landslide's coming back big indeed as Blank and Alakath, the DPS, once again pop off, get the team kill. Junk Tire set up on the spawn. Doors waiting, going to be finding Blockboy. We're going to see Beat, though, come down from Hurricanes. They jive back onto the objective. They also have that overclock. They could turn things around, but a lot of great LOSing coming out of the Landslides who are just avoiding these ultimates and all of this damage. Now, Ifield going to be coming down, but the Shatter from the side of the Landslides to clean things up. Secret's going to be able to find 1, but it will not be enough for the Hurricanes as they are just going to lose control of this point here. Going to be up to the tank, though. Alakath looking to contest, and there it is. And the DPS just continuing to pop off for the Landslides, but a lot of the team members were taken away, and now they might actually have to regroup. The Hurricanes somehow holding on in the end.
Yeah, I really want to highlight Alakath here, who has been doing a fantastic job of splitting the attention of the Hurricanes from the rest of the Landslides. Anytime that they think that they can focus on Joe or they can focus on Blank, Alakath is on the side getting those headshots with the Cassie, which you just cannot ignore. It's so much damage.
Speaking of so much damage, Joe going to be able to take out King Swiffer very fast. Alakath trying to turn things, Alakath supporting with a pick onto Blockboy, and Monclover able to get a second pick there for Alakath. The Hurricanes looking to be weak here. Toxic Kill able to find 1 with the Moira, and this bot once again in the spawn doors. Charge coming out from Joe, just charging into the line and the spawn doors of the Hurricanes. We're going to see High Noon ready for Alakath. Not going to pop it just yet, waiting to see more people and for that shield to go down. See in just a second. Now going to pop the ultimate, able to find 1 after just using no ultimate to get a lot of shots on the King Swiffer, and the rest of Landslides just melts through Hurricanes.
Wow, the Landslides looked incredible. They looked so strong there, completely in control of the game basically the entire time. As we said earlier, even when the Hurricanes won the fight, they really couldn't get too much out of it. The Landslides were able to regroup, stick together, and win more of those team fights and just keep the pressure on the Hurricane side of things.
Yeah, the Hurricanes were able to win some team fights out, but unfortunately just not able to take space in the same way that the Landslides were able to, just commanding so much more of the map.
Absolutely, and this may be some of that growing pains that the Hurricanes have been experiencing because of the roster shifts. Sometimes you've been playing with a certain type of team, you feel comfortable with that play style, and you just need to relearn each other, relearn the fundamentals, and I think that's what the Hurricanes need to stick to right now.
Yeah, 100% the Hurricanes going to be looking to turn things around in game number 2. But before we get into game number 2, I want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at Esports Tower and all their social medias. Make sure to check them out over at Esports Tower, at Esports Tower on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, anywhere else really, at Esports Tower. And if you want to know more about Shenandoah Esports, you can check us out at Shenandoah or at Shenyu Esports on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, or at Shenandoah Esports on YouTube and Twitch. So once again, if you're interested, that's at Esports Tower, at Shenyu Esports, and at Shenandoah Esports.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not following all of those things, why aren't you? Esports Tower has been doing some incredible things, like we see the Rumbles, the Summer Invitationals, and over on the side of Shenandoah Esports, we've been working really, really hard, especially this year, to get up our social presence. We have had so many great posts coming out. In fact, if you haven't seen the Joey Griziak post, you absolutely have to.
The Joey Griziak post. All right. Anyway, that's enough of the social medias. Let's talk about map number 2, which is going to be Midtown Hybrid. First time we're seeing Midtown here on the Rumble, I do believe.
I think so.
And it's going to be really, really awesome to see this map. Finally, Hybrid going to be really, really interesting. Has that 2 CP to kind of start things off and then move into payload to end out the map. So going to be really awesome. I'm excited to see both teams attacking and defending sides here. The Hurricanes looking to turn things around, and the Landslides looking to close things up here in game number 2, best of 3, starting off the group stage as we head into map number 2, Midtown.
Yeah, I mean, the Landslides have been looking so strong. That last map was incredible for the Landslides. The ball is quite literally in the Hurricanes' court. They're going to have to figure out something, and this may be an advantage to them. We really haven't seen a lot of Midtown. Normally when we see Hybrid, we see things like Kings Row. That's really like the more popular one. So seeing this new map,
we also see Numbani sometimes.
Oh, Numbani, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Kings Row and Numbani, truly. But again, we haven't seen a lot of Midtown, so this might be a map that Hurricanes are comfortable in, or that the Landslides are maybe a little bit uncomfortable in, and the Hurricanes can take advantage of that.
Yeah, and we see Control really confident in their IGL abilities here on Overwatch 2, and I wonder if that's really what's lending itself to the Landslides to kind of give them this edge here on these maps or not. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess, what happens here in map number 2 to see if that kind of difference is happening. But man, the Landslides looking really strong so far as they were able to take just checkpoint after checkpoint on the first push map. Now we're going to see them on, I believe, if the camera pans,
they're on defense.
On defense, thank you so much. The Landslide's going to be on defense to start things out. The Hurricanes looking to push and take this objective. And actually, Joe just going to be in the corner on
they didn't see him
on the Junker Queen, just chilling behind the team. Gets the sweep off to start opening things up. Going to take a lot of damage, but that's also a lot of ult charge over to the support line of the Landslides. Now the Hurricanes looking to contest the high ground. Alakath opening things up, taking out Blockboy, and that's the Hurricanes getting pushed back a little bit. But Alakath finding themselves a bit in danger. Secret's able to get the pick off, and now the Hurricanes are pushing forward like a storm as the Landslides not able to contest the point.
Yeah, and Joe had to be so careful. It looked like the rest of the team was lagging behind, not really able to give the support that they needed. And the Hurricanes doing a fantastic job of getting onto this site so quickly, able to really take control of that, and wow.
Yeah, just moving around the landslide positioning, just recognizing that they had the high ground control, forcing it a little bit, but ultimately just moving around the team to where the picks were and taking those positions towards the point and eventually just working out in the end. The Hurricanes pushing forward once again. Shy Pengy going to be taking out control. Alakath finding secrets. Blockboy trading back Alakath once again. Alakath not finding the same success here in this game with that Widowmaker as they were with Cassidy in the last match. Shy Pengy going to be finding another one for the Hurricanes, who continue to just push forward towards this bridge. And Junker Queen going to be up in the middle, but in the brawl with Sigma, and the rest of the Hurricanes pushing forward now.
Yeah, it looks like we keep just seeing Shy Pengy's name in the kill feed. You know Zenyatta can do a lot of damage, but it's not really something we normally get to see a lot of, is just the Zenyatta getting kill after kill after kill.
Yeah, fragging out indeed. Joe, though, going to be falling to Secret, just fragging out now, finding the second one. That's going to be Control. King Swiffer still up on the high ground, pelting down these little pellets. And Alakath just going to be looking for a shot to open up, but just going to be getting zoned out by that shield. Yeah, not able to find the angles with Widowmaker.
I really wonder if we're going to see a switch off of this Widowmaker. I think a lot of the success that Alakath had was due to the fact that the Cassidy was playing off to the side in that flank position, and you can't really do that quite as well as Widowmaker. Sure, you can get a lot of that insta-kills, but Alakath definitely struggling a lot more. Oh my gosh, Shy Pengy taking that. So aggressive.
Yeah, with the challenge onto the Widowmaker, 100% confident in their abilities and able to execute as well. We're going to see Blank, though, taking out Secrets, trying to have this defense come through in the end for Landslides. They contest the point. Joe going to be able to take out Blockboy, and the Landslides could have a chance here. Transcendence, though, going to get popped for the Hurricanes as they back up under the high ground once again.
Yeah, and this is the third character that Blank has switched to for this map, really trying to figure out the best character to play. Sojourn might be the answer that the Landslides need. Again, so much damage out of that railgun, and just the utility and the abilities that Sojourn brings to the table is really, really powerful.
As well as just going to be able to take so much focus away from that Widowmaker in the background, who's just going to be able to now look for these shots a lot easier, not going to be focused as much as that Sojourn's able to just jump in, create a lot of chaos, take all of the sight of the enemy team, and then jump back out of the fight. We're going to see Flux ready for King Swiffer, though, as the brawl continues on the high ground. Blank going to be turning things around for the Landslides, though, with that overclock, able to find the second one. It's going to be Secrets falling. And that overclock just being able to do so much damage. Lift not going to be used here to secure this high ground. King Swifter instead just opting to fall back with the rest of their team and wait for a push.
I think that's a really smart option. I think King Swiffer, by the time they realized that they were losing the fight, it was too late. And so really good option and kind of awareness that King Swiffer chose to keep that Flux for the next fight when they're all grouped up together.
Yeah, and here we are going to see the group once again, this time in the hallway. This could be big for the Junker Queen, though. She's pushing forward, not going to have that ultimate just yet. We are going to see a lot of damage, though, come out from the side of Landslides in that corridor, just pushing the Hurricanes all the way back. Hurricanes still stacking all of these ultimates. I wonder if they're waiting for Transcendence to come back to commit to the push or not. They definitely have the time, but that time keeps ticking down. Alakath able to take out Secrets during the poke, and it looks like we could see King Swiffer meet the same fate. Blockboy instead going to be meeting that fate. Toxic Kill getting the pick with the nade. Things are not looking good for the Hurricanes here as they just continue to stagger before the fight starts.
I was just about to say that. They haven't allowed themselves to regroup properly, so instead they just keep getting staggered over and over again, even if they are waiting for Transcendence.
Oh, and Alakath with the pick once again, continuing the stagger.
Yeah, that is just not what you want to see. We see Monclover getting super low as well. The team just needs to wait a second, regroup, because right now Landslides are just playing on that momentum.
And there's another nice clean headshot onto Monclover from Alakath, who does have that ultimate ready with the thermal sight, able to look through all the walls, but finds Shy Pengy, not even using it yet, just clicking the heads, finally finding the angle that's just giving them so much value, looking for that Sojourn, not going to be able to find it. King Swiffer able to take out the support, but Alakath finds Secret. And man, that Sojourn was pushing very, very fast. Unfortunately, Alakath was ready for it, and now the Landslides continue to just push the Hurricanes back towards their spawn. These angles from Alakath doing so much.
Yeah, and this is the strength that Alakath brought to the last map on that Cassidy. They've been able to find a position where not a lot of people are looking, and now we get the sneaky Widow trying to get behind these players as Blank has been just drawing so much attention with his Sojourn. Alakath going to get that kill on Shy Panky as we saw them creeping around.
The sleep as well going out for the side of the Landslides, going to continue to just delay this fight. Blockboy going to turn things around, though, hopefully for the Hurricanes as Alakath gets picked. We're going to see Overclock, though, from the high ground with Blank. Blank not going to find anyone just yet. Now going to get shielded off. Joe able to make something happen, though. Find Secrets for the Landslides. Transcendence coming down, but there's the anti-heal. Massive onto the Sigma. Will they be able to get the pick here? This could win the fight for the Landslides, and now we're in overtime. The Hurricanes not looking to have an option to really stay on this payload. The Landslides just going to continue to slide through them.
And that's it. There's not... Oh, it's not it. Hurricane's somehow able to touch, but it won't be for long. The Landslides are there, sharking around the payload. Even if they have something like Ham, it's not going to be fast enough. And wow, the Landslides really turned that map around. Hurricanes had a fantastic start.
Yeah, it really came down to the ultimates, I think. They just held on to them for way too long, not committing to the push, unfortunately, for the Hurricanes. Once they were kind of pushed off the high ground, they never felt comfortable enough recontesting it, and that's really where they just were not able to move the payload any farther forward.
Yeah, and I also think Alakath really was getting focused out in the beginning, wasn't able to find that right positioning for himself, and later was able to find that correct positioning, especially when Blank switched off the Genji, switched off the Tracer into that Sojourn that was really able to draw a lot of attention, because you just cannot ignore that Sojourn or you will die.
Yeah, Blank doing so much to draw that attention indeed in Alcath once again. Going to be finding so much value with that Widowmaker. Now we're going to see Blackboy on the Widowmaker for Hurricanes. Will they have similar performance to Alcath, as much disruption, or will the landslides just push through this first objective as quickly as the Hurricanes did, but somehow find their footing on the high ground and maintain it?
Yeah, I think the hope for Hurricanes here is that they were able to get that first point. They were able to capture the escort point, and that can be really difficult for a lot of teams to kind of push through that first hurdle. We've seen it on Kings Row a lot, on Numbani a lot, where it can sometimes just be so hard to break that defense. So if the Hurricanes really bunker down here and hold this point, they still have a chance of winning, and Blockboy's going to start it off with a bang.
Ooh, so is Blank, though, able to get the trade immediately with the Sombra and is on point. Control now pushing through with the team on the high ground. The Hurricane's going to be set up on the low ground, not having the best position. Blockboy also going to just be coming back from spawn now. Landslides waiting to get the full team up here as the Hurricanes push back up into the train, looking to do a lot of damage. That Sigma going to be so dangerous in the corridor.
Absolutely. Alcath on the Sojourn now. Going to be so much damage. Blockboy is actually going to win out on that fight. Or Secret's actually. Whoa, there's a little bit of a change. Secret's no longer on the Sojourn, actually on the Soldier 76.
Yeah, Joe is going to be looking to take that Secret out, though, and Shy Pengy looking for Blank. Joe also finding Blockboy, and Joe's so strong on that Junker Queen. Joe, with the anti-heal in the end, using that ultimate of the last round, was really able to just guarantee the fight for the landslides, and we see them once again just being the spearhead for the landslides here as they take control of point number 1. The Hurricanes, unfortunately, do not look like they're going to be able to recontest here.
Yeah, while we're talking about control, I do want to point out the main healer as well as the IGL for landslides. You can tell because of Lucio, they want to go fast, they want to play hard, and as I'm talking, Blank going a little too hard at trying to fight and fully take on this Reinhardt.
Yeah, King Swiffer going to be able to win out in the end, but now the rest of the landslides are here. They're able to take out that main tank for the Hurricanes, not putting the Hurricanes in a good position, though they do have this high ground control here. The DPS could turn this around very easily as long as the landslides do not push into them too quickly. Junker Queen, though, already be contesting the high ground with the Lucio.
Yeah, you have to be so careful when that Junker Queen gets pulled, bust in by the Lucio. I forgot the word for a second there. Gets sped in by the Lucio, because up close, that Junker Queen can deal so much damage, and the point is about to go. Blank is kind of ninjaing it. What the heck?
Genji with the ninja. Gonna be looking to do something here. Junker Queen just making something happen on the high ground. That Baptiste going to be able to hold it out, but here comes the rest of the landslides. Genji doing enough to change the focus from their team onto that payload. Secret's going to be popping the ultimate to find Blank. Hurricanes looking to turn things around. Secret's going to be falling down, though, as the landslides now jump into the room. We're going to see the ultimate ready for Joe, but I don't think he's going to have to use it here. Able to take out both King Swiffer and Shy Pengy, looking for the third pick on the Baptiste, going to be able to find it. Now it's just the Reaper as the landslides continue to push forward, and this could be the game right here. 3 minutes on the clock. That's so much time as the landslides look so dominant, but the shatter from Hurricanes could put them back on the payload. Blank, though, with that blade going to be turning things around immediately. Control also finding the pick, and there we have it. The landslides taking map number 2 and the series.
Yeah, in a landslide victory, if I do say so
Absolutely.
myself. They have been so strong, and Joe completely deserves this play of the game. Been an absolute monster on this Junker Queen. What is this going to be? This is right after they got that double kill in the basically the subway there. That tight corridor. Gonna pick up 2 more after that. Just so much damage, especially when you can get close with that Lucio. you just can't get away from the Junker Queen at that point.
Especially with that ultimate on the ready as well.
Yeah.
I don't see what option really the Hurricanes were left with there once the Junker Queen was able to push into them. They tried to make something happen in the bathroom. Unfortunately, Junker Queen was not there to fall early, able to come into their back and just take them out from behind. Unfortunate for the Hurricanes, not able to find the positioning on the high ground on the attack, not able to maintain the defense, unfortunately. But the Landslides coming through with a big dub here in the first series of the Overwatch Rumble non-Summer Invitational from Esports Tower. So, yeah, I mean, what an excellent way to start off the group stage. A 2-0 sweep for the Landslides. The Hurricanes going to have another opportunity at victory, though, here tonight as they have the doubleheader against the Lightning, which will be here in just a few moments when we get back.
You want to rank up in Overwatch or Valorant? Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. We'll match you with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up.
Welcome back to this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Overwatch. We are broadcasting from the Shenandoah Esports Arena. I am Josh Cunningham, and joining me is the Alexander T. Kresek, and we are continuing this Overwatch Rumble with the group stage. Kicking off things tonight was the Landslides and the Hurricanes in the previous match. The Landslides coming on top with a 2-0 victory over the Hurricanes, but the Hurricanes are not done yet tonight as they have a doubleheader game now against the Lightning, which will be starting in just a few minutes. I'm very hyped to see the Lightning. The Hurricane looked really strong in the first game, ran into some issues though. Unfortunately, we're not able to take any of the maps in the series, but looking to change that here in the second series. Again, just the group stage, so very early on in the tournament. They have plenty of time to sort things out. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what they kind of switch up here as we head into the second game. Alex, what are your thoughts, though, on the Lightning and Hurricanes?
Yeah, I mean, talking about the Hurricanes, because we did just see them play, they took a kind of a tough loss 2-0. But what we were talking about earlier is that this is a new roster for them. They're still trying to figure out where everyone fits in this. So honestly, the best thing that they can do is perform, play in this group stage, get more experience, get more comfortable in real matches with each other, and then start working on things like communication, like those fundamentals we saw in that last map on Midtown where they had 5 ultimates and they weren't going in, they weren't committing. There was just something off. Perhaps it was a little bit of communication error. Maybe the IGL is just kind of struggling a little bit with those call-outs. So all of those things are things that the Hurricanes can work on and they can improve on, especially as we are moving through the group stages, because like you said, it is so early. They have plenty of time to make those mistakes and come back better and stronger, deeper into this run. On the other side of the Lightnings, right, we have some fantastic DPS players that I really want to focus on. Of course, we have BBQ, who was previously a Junkrat main, only playing Junkrat, and now has kind of expanded out of that, playing other characters that'll be more in line with what the team needs, what the team wants. So I'm really excited to see how they've kind of evolved into that role. And then, of course, you have Genji mains. Fantastic Genji player. We've seen a lot of Genji plays. Even just last game, we saw some awesome Genji plays. Genji, one of those characters that can just be so influential, so impactful to these matches.
Especially as we are taking things off once again. Actually, we're going to be... never mind. That's I thought we were going back to New Queen Street, but we are not going back to New Queen Street. So I was going to say, once again, Genji is going to be able to dodge in and out of those high ground. But we're actually going to have a different map first. But before that, we have a message from Esports Tower that we would like to present. So we want to take a moment to congratulate all of the Esports Tower club members who have graduated from the clubs and have been offered scholarships across the country. Over the last 3 months, Esports Tower club members have received over $3.1 million in scholarship awards. These students have not only worked hard on their in-game play, but worked very hard academically and have earned these scholarship opportunities. The players on this list are talented, hardworking, and driven, and we cannot be more excited and proud to see all of the opportunities that these players are getting, partly as a result from participating in things like this Esports Tower Rumble. Just such an amazing thing that Esports Tower is doing for these players, giving them the platform to really show themselves off to both colleges as well as just other programs around the country and the world. A huge shout out to Esports Tower, and that is a lot of money so far in scholarship opportunities for these players.
Yeah, and it keeps growing. It keeps going and going. Esports Tower doing amazing works. I mean, here at Shenandoah, we are a huge fan of esports, so anything that keeps furthering esports, making it bigger, stronger, more legitimate, we are 100% down with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of things getting better and stronger, let's see if the Hurricanes are coming back better and stronger now as we get ready for the first map, series number 2 of the group stage. It's going to be the Hurricane taking on the Lightning on Nepal Control to start things off. And, man, I'm really excited to get into Nepal, especially 5v5. I don't think we've been able to quite see it yet here on 5v5 and Overwatch 2. So 6v6, this map is so chaotic, but I'm really excited to see, now that that off-tank is gone, just kind of where these teams kind of funnel more. I feel like we're going to see the DPS obviously playing a lot more towards the high grounds and to the different flanking sides, but I'm really interested to see kind of how just team pathing changes overall, or if it changes at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we have seen a little bit of control. Last time we saw a little bit of Lijiang Tower, and that the 5v5 format has definitely changed how teams play through that map. I think you're right. I don't think we've seen any Nepal yet, and that's exciting. I cannot wait to see what is going to be brought out here. Secret's going to be on that soldier role, not going for the Sojourn, and Blockboy on the Reaper. Again, characters that we have seen these. Wow, but Shursty getting a quick kill, a familiar name that we have seen in the past.
Yeah, Shursty going to be coming back from the Summer Invitational, going to be a very key player in the Overwatch Rumble Summer Invitational, and a key player here, but also for the Lightning, we have Triplet returning as well. So an all-star on each team, it looks like, here for both the Hurricanes and the Lightning. We're going to see Blockboy, though, jumping into the backline, trying to not die too fast there, but that Junkrat just going to be immediately trying to blow them up. BBQ not going to be successful, though. Able to get back to the team, and the Hurricanes have control of the high ground here. The Lightning not able to push into it just yet. Having to regroup, especially after losing BBQ there.
Oh, what a fantastic sleep from Genji mains there on the Ana. Blockboy taken down to less than half health, just trying to play very, very carefully, very, very safely in the corner here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Blockboy is going to be doing, but it looks like they're setting up for some massive Reaper play later on. BBQ, though, going to be getting the big DPS play for the Lightning, finding 3 and potentially taking control of the point. Yeah, Music Woman is going to be pushing forward and taking out Blockboy and Monclover. So, man, BBQ just going to now be contesting this space by themselves with that chunk trap. Just going to be over there. Now, the high ground, though, is where the next fight is going to be taking place. The Hurricanes looking to swing out, looking to build Shatter. King Swiffer wanting to turn this fight around. Sunky almost having that lift, though. It's going to be very close for these two tank holds.
Yeah, and, you know, we were talking about BBQ earlier in the broadcast, and we said they've been branching out of Junkrat, but sometimes you need that Junkrat, and BBQ has been delivering tenfold.
Absolutely. We're going to see them have that tire here once again. So much damage coming in. They're just able to get behind the Hurricanes so well. Pop so much damage out. Oh, getting low HP, though. That soldier coming around the corner looking for some blood.
Yeah, and you know Secrets will hit those shots so good either on that soldier or that Sojourn, but actually looks like they are going to accidentally kill themselves probably with rockets there. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but the Hurricanes do have a lot of ultimates coming up for the next fight. Lightning going to be stacking all 5, though, so we're going to see a lot of Q buttons be pressed here in just a second as King Swiffer tries to get a position in the side of the choke, but not going to be able to, just going to get spammed out by both the supports and the DPS line. And now the Hurricanes are going to have to reset once again. 65% for the Lightning. This could go very, very quickly over to the Lightning if the Hurricanes continue to stagger. They're going to be looking to contest the high ground, though. Over on the left side, a lot of ultimates, but Blockboy going to be taken down by BBQ once again, and BBQ just being an absolute nuisance from behind. Music Woman going to be able to take out Shursty. Triplet finds King Swiffer, and that is just not good for the Hurricanes. Music Woman jumping in with that blade, going to be able to take out Secrets, and Tire still up for BBQ. BBQ not using it. They could have honestly used this so much earlier, though, and built up another one already. So they could be getting more value, but they really don't need to, as the Lightning are just being so dominant. There goes Secrets once again, and the Lightning were just able to stagger out that fight and never let it happen. Once again, the Hurricanes stacking all these ults, but just getting caught out as individual players, not able to quite group up in time, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that kind of ended kind of similarly to how we saw on game 1 with the Hurricanes versus the Landslides, where Hurricanes were able to take an early lead, but they weren't able to hold on to it. Again, once the Lightnings, they struggled a little bit to get in, but once they got in and they set up shop, they just prevented anything from happening with the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes couldn't get in. Again, something that we saw that the Hurricanes need to be cognizant of, need to start working on, is the fact that they just need to take a step back, regroup, let everyone regroup, and then go into that fight. Be not afraid to spend some ultimates to win that fight, because they really need to just get in and win those fights at the end of the day.
Yeah, need to, one, fight the fights as a team, but also, win. Hit the Q button.
Hit the
win
Q
the
button.
fight. And, but Triplet going to be able to take out Secrets very early for the Lightning. That's going to, once again, not be good for the Hurricanes. So just keep finding these players getting picked so early by the DPS from the Lightning. We're just doing such a good job being so chaotic in the backline. BBQ going to be loving that Junkrat right now. Lightning continuing, actually going to be pushing out into the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes look to have point control at the moment. That could change at any time, though, and Genji Main's able to find two, as well as Music Woman finding ones. This could go back over to the Lightnings. Now, Hurricanes do have point control, but I don't know how long that's going to last as the Lightning start coming back towards point as a team. Secret's able to take out BBQ, though, and that could be really good for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for the Hurricanes to get back into this, especially when a high damage dealer like BBQ has been taken out. And it looks like they are going to be able to hold on to that point control. Again, a lot of the characters that we see for the Lightning don't necessarily want to get in. Music Woman on the Widow, Genji Mains on the Ana, Triplet on the Zenyatta.
Oh, Triplet on the Zenyatta, going to be landing 3 on Black Boy's head there. That Reaper is going to be gone now. Going to get Lucio Boop, though, off the high ground, and the Hurricanes could collapse. They are going to. Transcendence going to be forced out from the Lightning. Going to be a big sleep on the Monclover there. And Genji Main's Music Woman each able to take out a player from the Hurricanes. This is looking very good for the Lightning, who are looking to get back on the point right now. King Swiffer, though, going to be able to get the shatter onto both the supports and just win out that fight with Shirsty, able to find out BBQ. Sigma going to have to drop back. Music Woman finding one. But again, those Widow picks just coming in a little bit late there. Shirsty going to be cleaning up the tank.
Something that I really like about the Hurricanes right now is they've picked their comp to fight on point. So even if they're losing these fights, as long as there's a few members left on point, the Lightning has been really struggling to just get in and do anything, because again, they don't like fighting close with the DPS like Widowmaker, with really any of their characters. Even the Junkrat will struggle a little bit, but now's an opportunity. Sigma's coming in with the boost with the Nano. Can they do anything? Block Boy's going to get taken out, but King Swiffer in that backline taking out the Widowmaker. We're going to see ultimate coming out from Soldier 76 as well as the Flux.
Yeah, Flux going to be able to find Monclover. The Lightning trying to get any percent up onto the point before Hurricanes take the second round. Going to be able to take out the main tank. Finally, that's King Swiffer going down. Hurricanes now losing control of the point. It's going over to the Lightnings for the first time after almost 100 seconds here. And I really think it does come down to that comp once again. Hurricanes is running a very strong Brawl comp. Lightning eventually able to build up the ultimates, gets that early pick on a Secrets, and just moves into the point. But if the Hurricanes play as a team and as a Brawl comp, then they're just going to be able to roll over and through the Sigma. We're going to see BBQ, though, able to get in the backline, find Secrets, and that could be very bad for the Hurricanes. They are going to be forced to use Beat to get back onto the point. Monclover takes out Triplet. Sunky just looking to get more pellets on point, but those supports for the Lightning are both going to be gone. King Swiffer able to take out Music Woman as well, and this is the Hurricanes point, possibly the Hurricanes round, and Sigma not going to be able to touch.
No, absolutely not. Just being bullied off of that point. Hurricanes doing a great job of knowing what team comp and how to play that team comp effectively. The Lightning were doing a great job of putting up damage, getting those kills, winning those fights. But at the end of the day, even if you're winning the fights, if you're not getting the objective, you won't win at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I really think that Widowmaker pick from the Lightning just kind of staggered the team a little bit. There's no mobility really from that character, and even though you're able to get a lot of damage done, it's just going to be so difficult if you're not able to find the consistent picks every single time to open up the fight. And just sitting on Widowmaker for too long there, I think, is what cost the Lightning the round in the end. The Hurricanes, though, looking very strong on the Brawl Comp, and now we're going to be seeing it. Point number 3 on Nepal. First map in the series still. Who will get it? Will be the Lightning or the Hurricanes, as the Hurricanes push forward towards the right side, looking to swing on the BBQ and the Lightning.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job of just isolating out select players so that they can run them down. And I think you're right. I think the Lightning understood that their team comp was not the best. Secret going to be picking up one, but immediately gets taken out by BBQ.
And unfortunately, King Swiffer going to be separated from the rest of the Hurricanes. His supports went towards the point, and now the Lightning are able to sweep back through as a team with that tank still. Reaper, though, going to be looking to make something happen. Triplet shutting it down. Lucio trying to get into the fight, but Genji Main's going to be able to just poke him down. Now the Lightning have point control. 10% for the Hurricanes, but they're going to have a tough time getting back onto this point. That Sigma going to be able to maintain space so well. BBQ as well, just pumping down so much damage from range. Still on that Junkrat, but so much value.
Again, Secret's just struggling to make anything happen, especially with BBQ dealing so much damage. Can't get close enough with the Mei, so they will be switching to the Soldier. I like this pick. Secrets has been doing fantastic on the Soldier all day, so I definitely think that is the right choice. Blockboy immediately gets blown up, but is somehow still alive.
Oh, and Genji Mains gets separated from the rest of Lightning. Fortunately, though, the team will be there to support the big lift, but BBQ coming in to the back line with the tire, going to be able to shut down the entirety of the Hurricanes push. The Lightning looking so good there. Genji Main somehow staying alive, and man, BBQ with that tire able to find 3. Whew.
That was incredible. Again, this is what they get for winning that early team fight. They've got more ult percentage, and they're not afraid to hit the Q button. Sunky gonna get taken out, though, just being run down, but not before taking out King Swiffer.
Yeah, Sunky able to take out Secrets there. Music Woman taking out Blockboy. King Swiffer jumping forward, though, with Transcendence for the Lightning. King Swiffer now has Shatter, going to be looking to use it here as soon as there's a couple of opponents in the way. Hurricanes looking to have point control, though, here. Mon Clover able to take out Music Woman. King Swiffer looking to just swing on the supports with Mon Clover. They're able to find both the Lightning supports, and now the Hurricanes once again have point control. Going to be looking to move towards the Lightning spawn. BBQ, though, taking Secrets and Shirsty out. The Lightning could come back very quickly onto this point. The Shatter might be the saving grace for the Hurricanes here. Ryan going to have to get set up for it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Hurricanes have got to be so careful. BBQ has been doing so much damage, has been such a nuisance to them. And now we have Music Woman who's nanoed on the Pharah. We're going to see Beat come out in response, but so much damage and the boot potential as well. Music Woman not finding anything. A great use of that Beat to just protect the Hurricanes, who are now just trying to protect this point with everything that they have. Blockboy looks very, very low. I don't think they're going to be able to get out.
No, they will not. Music Woman getting the pick as well as almost getting the boop on the Secrets. Secrets looking to turn things around, able to get it, but BBQ with another fat tire, finding 2, both the tank and the support. Now BBQ finding the 3rd on Secrets, and that's Lightning able to take control of the point here. BBQ finding the 4th.
Yeah, it looked like BBQ just needed some time to get warmed up because they are electric right now. They are hitting their shots, they're hitting these massive tires, and they are just carrying the team on their back, doing such a great job of putting so much pressure, not only on the DPS line of the Hurricanes, but also on the support line, also on the tank line, making sure to pressure down those shields. BBQ does it all as they get 2 more kills.
And the Lightning going to be looking to just close things out here in overtime. Music Woman going to have the Justice, not even going to need to use it, though. Going to have the Lucio on point, not going to be enough, though. The Hurricanes going down too fast to the Lightning. Map number 1 going their way. The Hurricanes, unfortunately, not going to be putting a map up on the board tonight yet, but
not yet.
That could change very shortly, as we still have 2 potential games in the series. The Lightning up 1-0 in the best of 3, though, so far. going to be the play of the game over to BBQ. It's unfortunately not going to be the tire that we saw, but these are some nice angles. Is he able to take out Shirsty and Secrets, finding King Swiffer as well? Not going to get the fourth, but there was the assist. And, man, BBQ on the rat just going to be able to do so much. The nades just doing so much damage.
So much damage. I mean, we don't normally get to see Junkrat getting the Sharpshooter Award for the play of the game. But, again, just hitting those long shots that deal so much damage. And they deal a lot of damage because most of the time people just can't hit those long shots. So we were talking about how BBQ has expanded their hero pool, but the hero that they need, I guess, is that Junkrat. Yeah. Like, yes, they can expand that hero pool if need be, but if you're doing so well on that Junkrat, you don't need to go anywhere else. I mean, we were talking about it during the break. The best way to support your team is not shields, not healings. If the other team is dead, you don't need to worry about those things. And so Junkrat is like, utility movement, I don't need to worry about that if everyone else is gone.
Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. I throw my mine. I hit the guy with a nade. They all blow up.
They're dead. There you go.
Gone. They're gone. I do a lot of damage. Okay, that's going to be Junkrat, though, just popping off. BBQ having an amazing game, going to be going the direction of the Lightnings. We're going to have a second map here in just a second, but I wanted to real quick give a shout out once again to our socials, as well as the socials for our friends over at Esports Tower. You can find them at Esports Tower on Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere.
Basically everywhere.
Esports Tower, at Esports Tower. And also, if you are interested in learning more about Shenandoah Esports, you can check us out on Twitter at Shenyu Esports, as well as Instagram and TikTok. That's at Shenyu Esports. And for YouTube and TikTok, it'll be at Shenandoah Esports.
Yeah, I mean, you can find basically Esports Tower and us everywhere. Make sure to follow us on all of those because there's a lot of great content coming out from both the Esports Tower and Shenandoah University. We've been doing really hard to work on all of our socials, so it means a lot if you would follow both of us because we're doing good work. I mean, Esports Tower, throwing out a lot of scholarship stuff. Shenandoah Esports, we're doing a lot with students, making sure that they get real-world experience.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's been a great experience being here so far, and I'm ready to continue that experience into map number 2.
Let's go.
And I'm really excited. It's going to be Kings Row. We're back to hybrid once again. So once the team caps first objective, we're going to be switching over to payload for the rest of the map. But, man, we're going to have an attack side, a defense side, once again for each of these teams, the Hurricanes and the Lightning. Hurricanes Lightning 1-0 in the series, and the Hurricanes looking to put something up on the board here in map number 2 as we head into Kings Row.
Yeah, Hurricanes really being put through the ringer tonight. They played through all of the new maps that we haven't really got to see a lot of, and now we're going back to the old maps with Nepal and Kings Row. It's really a test of this Hurricanes roster. How comfortable are they with each other? How comfortable are they in these matchups as well as on these maps?
And I'm really, really excited to see if BBQ comes back out with the Junkrat or not. There they are. Once again, we're going to see them on the defense side for the Lightning. So going to be setting up on the high grounds here, looking to control that first choke. It's going to be interesting to see what tank comes out for the Lightning. Sunky still waiting for the pick.
Yeah, and, I think this is a great opportunity to think about your comp. Think about what the Hurricanes are going to do. Take your time. Try to figure out what tank would best suit this lineup, best suit this team. So,
don't have too much longer, though. Sunky going to be getting on to Sigma, though. 5 seconds left in the round. King Swiffer definitely has an advantage here with that Reinhardt on the Brawl comp. We'll see what happens. Those Secrets looking for the pick. It's the Widow War as Music Woman looks to get some damage out as well. Going to be switching back, but Secret's actually not switching off the Widow. Going to be staying on the character, still looking for this pick onto the other Widow.
I definitely thought that Secrets was going to switch out. realizing that maybe the fight wasn't going their way, but we're going to see a quick trade. Music Woman going to pick up Shursty, and Panda Squad going to pick up Triplet. Oh my gosh, Secrets with a beautiful headshot, and another one. Can they get a third here?
Yeah, able to take out Genji Mains and Music Woman. King Swiffer finds BBQ. Sunky goes down to the Widow as well. Now we see why Secret stayed on it. That's their secret, though. And now the Lightning going to be losing first objective so fast. Unfortunately, Sunky, I don't think, was able to get set up in the choke in time there. For Reinhardt, King Swiffer able to just push straight through to the objective with the charge. And the Hurricanes just finding so many early picks. Triplet, though, and Genji Mains going to each be finding a member of the Hurricanes. And the Lightning looking for a strong defense on the other side of the archway.
Yeah, and this is what you get when you have Triplet on that support role. That Zenyatta dealing so much damage. Again, getting another kill before getting taken out by Secrets.
Ooh, and actually, it's really interesting that we have Panda Squad joining the roster of Hurricanes here for this match. Panda Squad, also a returning player from the Summer Invitational. So just going to be a really, really great player there in Panda Squad. I'm really excited to see them back on Sojourn once again. Music Woman still in the back line for the Lightning, though, looking to get some picks out as the Hurricanes continue to be uncontested on the payload, but they're still not quite too far past that archway. Actually, they're around this next corner. I lied. The Hurricanes were able to push through that fight so fast. King Swiffer going to be taking out Genji Mains, but Music Woman from behind finds Secrets. That's going to stop the payload in its tracks. Now just has to look at the Lucio, able to get body shot. There's the second one. Music Woman stopping the payload for the Lightning. So I think... and the charge just going to stop in time for Music Woman to get away. So luckily, but King
You spoke too early.
with the fire strike to turn that back around. Music Woman going back to spawn. Hurricanes resetting with a lot of ultimates here. Lightning only really going to have that tire. Oh, Nano and Lift coming up. Never mind. That Shatter, though, going to be the difference maker for the Hurricanes. Coalescence coming out for them right now. BBQ able to shut that down, though. Triplet as well. Sunky with the Flux, and man, that's 3 players from the Hurricanes already gone. They have to reset the push here. Panda Squad not even pushing forward anymore, just deciding to opt out of that fight. Secrets trying to get away, but is unfortunately going to be 22 HP, and Sunky just puts them out of their misery.
Yeah, exactly. Something that I really like is the Lightning's understanding that they're probably at an ult deficit, and instead of waiting or trying to back up, they instead full sent. They realize that if they spend a couple of ultimates here, they might be able to catch some of the Hurricanes off guard, which they did. As we're talking, BBQ picks up 2 and is in a beautiful position. Junkrat in this choke can just keep getting kills over and over.
BBQ with the trap kill on to Secrets. Not going to be good for the Hurricanes, having to put so much health back onto this Reinhardt already. They have not pushed through this hotel yet. That payload slowly getting pushed back around the corner.
Yeah, but the Hurricanes getting a little bit of a positional advantage here. They know that everyone else is left, and now the Lightning in a weird spot where they're behind the Hurricanes.
They are going to have the contest on point, but Panda Squad is going to be turning on to Music Woman very fast. BBQ and Sunky, though, finding both Secrets and Shursty. We're seeing Lightning Triplet pop Transcendence for the Lightning on, and they are just having such a strong defense right now. The Hurricanes somehow having the positioning, but the Lightning with the ults. Doesn't matter if the Hurricanes are able to get back around you if you could just shut them down anyway. BBQ turning on to Panda Squad, and the Hurricanes having a tough time breaking through past the bookstore.
Oh, man. Again, I think that is just a little bit of a call misplay, maybe some communication error, because I feel like the Hurricanes were in such a great position there to kind of force the Lightning out into awkward movement, into awkward positioning. But again, Lightning just so good at damage, so good at moving together as a team that it didn't matter if they were in an awkward spot. They were still able to win that fight.
And now we're seeing Genji Main sitting on the Nano. There it goes. Going to be the Nano Blade for the... Actually, not going to have the Blade. Just going to be giving it to the Genji. Sunky with the lift. Going to be picking everybody up. Music Woman finds 3. Actually, 2. That's an I field. And BBQ still finding the supports from the Hurricanes. Man, BBQ just doing so much with that Junkrat.
Yeah, BBQ has been insane this series as we see Secrets picking up Music Woman. Again, something that I really do like and appreciate about both these teams is, as you were mentioning, Panda Squad filling in that second DPS slot, but Block Boy a well-versed player who has been working with this team and has the ability to switch from DPS into that healing role, that support position. As we're talking about, Panda Squad gets 2.
Yeah, that overclock going to be massive for the side of Hurricanes, who are finally able to get back on the payload around the second corner. Music Woman does have Blade, not going to have Nano to go with it, though, so just going to have to find the value by themselves, waiting for the rest of the team to come in. Music Woman opts to try and get away now, going to be using a lot of abilities to do it, dropping down to 9 HP before getting healed. Somehow back to the team. The Hurricanes not quite ready for the player to be surprising from the backline. They do get the second checkpoint, though. Another 2 minutes on the clock for Hurricanes. Overclock almost ready for Panda Squad. It's just going to be using the railgun so well so far in this game. And here it is, ultimate ready on Panda Squad. Are they going to be able to pop off? As we've seen, Shursty going to be popping off
Speed of
for
popping
them,
off, yeah.
and taking out one of the DPS, as well as I think a support from the Lightning. Lightning going to be coming back quite quickly, though. They do have spawn advantage. Genji already back up on the high ground, taking out Panda Squad. Now Music Woman pushing forward with the Blade, getting low HP. Shursty able to take him down in the backline. Now a window comes out from the Lightning. Actually, from the Hurricanes. Lightning going to be using Transcendence to counter. BBQ ready with the tire in just a second. BBQ able to find secrets without it. And man, they're just doing such a good job for the Lightning, just maintaining here. That payload able to get so far into the objective, but once the Lightning collapsed, now they have just taken the space back, they've swallowed the payload, and they will not let them touch it again.
Yeah,
or at least that's their goal.
Exactly, and this is kind of one of the weaknesses that we've seen out of the Hurricanes, is they can push very hard. They can get that momentum, and if they're moving, they are grooving. They're going far, but sometimes if they hit that roadblock, they just can't get past this. BBQ gonna let a massive tire get out, pulling out 3. This may be it. Hurricanes only have 30 seconds to regroup and make one final push here. Although, again, this third checkpoint is very difficult. We don't see a lot of teams completing this map, so this may be far enough.
Yeah, definitely could be far enough. The Lightning will have to get through that first point. Once again, we saw the Hurricanes able to sweep through it so quickly. That's not common for these teams to be able to do. So we'll have to see if the Lightning are able to mimic that success or if they're going to get stopped by the Hurricanes. But we're still here in overtime, and the Hurricanes are popping off right now, still moving this payload forward around the corner. Barbecue able to find Block Boy, but is just getting battered down by Panda Squad. Triplet able to take out Shursty, and slowly the members of Hurricanes are falling as Lightning come back from the spawn. Soldier now back on the point, but Transcendence goes down. There's not going to be any damage coming out of this battle rifle for this player. Unfortunately, almost able to take out Triplet, but will not be able to in the end. The Hurricanes being pushed off the payload, but still getting a lot of distance. And, you know, giving the Lightning a run for their money. They're going to have to come back with a lot of consecutive teamfight wins to really win out this map here. Otherwise, the Hurricanes are looking really good right now.
The Hurricanes looking very, very strong. Again, what we're talking about is when they push hard. I think Panda Squad moving into that DPS role has really been very beneficial for the Hurricanes. Again, we've seen them in the past for the Invitational, and they are not disappointing here, dealing so much damage, enough to keep up with BBQ, especially where Secret seems to have been struggling a little bit this match. It seems like every time we look back at Secrets, it's BBQ picking up another kill from that Junkrat, which, we're seeing BBQ switch off of the Junkrat to a Mei. Josh, what are you thinking about this, especially with Music Woman here picking up the Junk?
I think it makes a lot of sense for the brawl aspect. I don't know why they still have the Junk, though, if they're going to have the Mei, to be honest. But it could do a lot of damage. You know, there's going to be a lot of shield break still from that Junkrat, and that might be what they're having the focus be of the Junk. Instead of getting the picks from the DPS line, they're going to be focusing to move still as a team here behind Reinhardt. And with Maywall, they're going to be able to just take so much space so effectively. And I really think what it'll come down to is Music Woman's able to still get the same shield break value. May not be able to find the picks, but then you still have the Maywall, and BBQ could just be really good with the Maywall. But actually, they're going to be switching over to the Reaper now. And Secret's going to get picked out early. Shirsty able to find Music Woman. That's going to be a fast trade. Sojourn taking out BBQ, though. Reaper not going to be getting the value they want early, and now the Lightning getting sent back quite quickly to the other side of the choke as the Hurricanes just continue to farm the ultimates.
Yeah, can we talk about that sleep, though, from Genji mains on the Tracer? Secrets from the side. What a beautiful shot. We got to give our support players love, and Genji mains going insane. We haven't seen any Genji from them, but their Ana play has been immaculate.
I think their name is Genji mains because they like to hit them with the sleep dart.
Yeah.
So I think they just like Genji mains. But Sunky going to be wrapping around the left side of the hotel. The rest of the team not going to be with them, though. That's bad for the Lightning. Genji mains gets picked off. Panda Squad's going to be getting that frag over to the side of Hurricanes. Kind of staggering there. Also staggering BBQ is Secrets. And now the Lightning not going to be in a good position, having to back off. Sunky still alive, but less than 100 HP yet again. Going to be falling as the rest of the Hurricanes pushes back towards the choke, and they're just trying to stagger this team as hard as they can. BBQ able to find Shirsty. That could be good for the Lightning, but Triplet goes down.
Triplet had nowhere to go. They just couldn't get out of that corner. No help from the team because there was no one left, and Panda Squad just taking their time with them. And Hurricanes in a fantastic position right now.
Yeah, they also are starting to come up on a lot of ultimates. They have Window, Shatter almost ready. Panda Squad with this overclock could be massive. There's going to be the right click on a Music Woman immediately as they wrap around the corner. Here's the overclock from the Sojourn now. Going to be looking to just get as much damage out as possible. Panda Squad, unfortunately, not going to be in the best position for this. Able to find Barbecue, but unfortunately, BBQ going to be turning that around with Triplet and Sunky, finding a couple of members of the Hurricanes for themselves as they continue to take first tick of this payload. I'm not sure if the Hurricanes are going to be able to retouch this. King Swiffer does have that shatter, but I don't think they have the recontest.
I don't think they're going to get here fast enough, and so if you're the Hurricanes, you're just thinking about where to move next. What is your next positioning will be? And they've done a great job of, getting these picks immediately after they capped this point. BBQ going to get a little bit of revenge, but it is too little too late at this point.
Yeah, the Hurricanes now have a good positioning here on the archway. They have the Shatter ready. Sunky does not have lift. Nano, though, and Transcendence could be massive for the Lightning, as well as BBQ, very consistent with these tires. Also, able to find two without them. No ultimates needed yet for the Hurricanes. They just for the Lightning as they continue to move this payload towards the bookstore. Tank actually sitting in the back, just not having the tank in the front. It's just going to be really interesting. Typically, you'd have your Sigma moving the payload on this map in Overwatch 1, but you'd have a second tank kind of controlling the forward space. So it's really interesting to see that they have the support line and the DPS line just so far ahead here. And unfortunately, I think the Hurricanes are going to be able to use that to get back onto this payload. They're going to explode onto the lines of Lightning, able to take out Genji main and BBQ. Sunky getting forced all the way back to the arch. That Tracer's going to be almost eating a Fire Strike rock coming out. Unfortunately, not going to be able to find any targets. And a lot of damage coming out from Sunky, farming this ultimate. Almost has lift. They could get back into the fight with it. Hurricanes, though, has the position regained on the other side of the bookstore. Shatter ready. They're going to be looking to drop it here very, very shortly. King Swiffer wanting to make this play.
Yeah, you have Shatter, Beat online. Secret's going to pick up another kill on Music Woman. Beat's going to come out here, give the Hurricanes more time to just keep pushing Lightning back again, stalling them out in any way. BBQ's going to find two. We're going to see the lift as well. Will they be able to find more? They will. Sunky going to pick up King Swiffer, and BBQ finding a third. Lightning going to walk away with this team fight, but again, Hurricanes have been doing such a great job of stalling out the Lightning more and more. They will have another opportunity to hold this point before they make it all the way to the second checkpoint.
Yeah, and the Hurricanes are looking really good, but King Swiffer needs to just continue to maintain that forward position and honestly use the Shatter. Just throw it out there a lot more often. You know, we see him so many times. Yes, there's that Sigma shield, but sometimes you just got to throw that out and hope that you hit 5 people, and because you might, and we just see them do it right now. There goes one. Panda Squad able to clean up with 2 more picks. Triplet, Genji mains, and Music Woman. Now it's going to be the Sigma left alive with BBQ. Sunky goes down. Now it's all just BBQ for the side of the Lightning as the Hurricanes just continue to just, are starting to have a really solid defense here on the second checkpoint. They had a solid defense earlier, but then the Lightning just before this team fight were able to come back really well, take a lot of space, but now getting reset once again. The Hurricanes looking strong. King Swiffer finally letting that shatter rip, and man, it was a big one.
Absolutely. And now when we're looking at the ultimates here, as we have a little bit of time, we see Triplet coming up on that trans. BBQ was getting closer to the tire, but not going to find it. Panda Squad picking up 2.
Panda Squad's just everywhere right now with that Sojourn.
Yes, Panda Squad has been going absolutely insane. We're going to see the Tracer Bomb come online. I feel like we haven't seen a whole lot out of Secrets on these bombs, but again, it's a great pressure tool. Panda Squad picking up another kill. You cannot go anywhere without getting into the scopes of Panda Squad.
Sunky going to have to be pushing back, though, now as the rest of Hurricanes are pushing forward. Secrets, there it is with the Pulse Bomb, able to take out Sunky. BBQ, though, able to find 2 players of their own with the Mine. The Mine just like a pocket Pulse Bomb. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Able to melt through the squishies so fast and get 2 of them.
10 seconds, though, on the clock. They need to make something happen.
BBQ did have the tire, but was only able to take out Blockboy. Only 3 seconds left on the clock. Going to have to touch the payload, and I don't know if the Lightning are going to be able to sustain here. They do have the ball. Ana on the point. Triplet and BBQ able to take out King Swiffer and Panda Squad. This could be it for the Lightning if they're able to touch here. 3 meters left. Not going to have the contest from the Hurricanes, and the Lightning will take second checkpoint. Only a little bit of distance left to go. Man, this is a very, very close game. The Hurricanes wanting to stop it, though, before it touches that second corner.
The Hurricanes were so close to stopping it, but unfortunately it all fell apart right before they were able to make a full stop. But that's okay. They've wasted a lot of time, and Lightning only having a minute left to push this as far as the Hurricanes did in their push. And we know that pushing this payload in this third portion is so difficult.
The Hurricanes have such a fast spawn after they come back from death that just makes this so hard to push for the Lightning. The Lightning also have a pretty close spawn, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
man, the Hurricanes are just going to be able to sustain and last so long. But once they get a bit closer to that second corner, this could turn around. The Shatter, though, goes out and finds absolutely everybody. Now King Swiffer just going to be swinging that hammer, looking to get these picks. Secrets and Shursty there with the follow-up eye field coming down. And man, Sunky able to get the eat onto Secret's Pulse Bomb, though. Secret's turning that back around, able to find Sunky in the end. BBQ will find one, but it's not going to be fast enough. 10 seconds on the clock, and I don't know if the Lightnings are going to be able to push through here. The Hurricanes have a solid hold. Secrets does go down, but Shursty was able to take out BBQ. That's a key player gone from the Lightning's DPS line. Genji Main's able to find Blockboy, but the Hurricanes are still in this. Panda Squad has overclock. We have Window ready as well and beat once Blockboy comes back. And man, here comes Window as well as that overclock. Ryan running in full speed ahead, looking for some picks. Shursty able to take out BBQ with a nice headshot. Shursty able to find Divamech as well. But man, Panda Squad popping off, able to take out Triplet, jumping back in, going to look at the Diva actually, and that's gonna be Sunky as Baby Diva going down. Panda Squad finding absolutely everybody right now as Genji Maze and Music Woman fall, and there it goes to the Hurricanes, putting one up on the board in the series, 1-1 now against the Lightning. And man, what a series it has been. The Hurricanes finally turning things around and coming in strong on this game.
Yes, for sure. King Swiffer getting that play of the game. I really think that Panda Squad and this play in particular were so important for the Hurricane win here. King Swiffer has been very consistent, but again, as we were talking about, it seems like the Hurricane players are just a little scared to press Q sometimes. So I love to see something like that come out where you just let it rip. Sometimes it'll get eaten, it'll get taken up, but sometimes it will be the most impactful play of the game. And so I think once they shake off some of those nerves and are more comfortable with just letting some ultimates rip, that you'll find a lot more success. You'll find a lot more plays just like that. I think another advantage of being against that Sigma is sometimes you can just get around the walls a lot easier, and it's a lot more difficult for the Sigmas to quickly throw out a wall to stop that shatter.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, once he puts the wall down, you can just walk to the other side of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, free
whereas
shatter.
Ryan's able to just go, ooh, here's my shield, here's no shield, shield, no shield, no shield, no shield. Like, it just doesn't, it just doesn't work the same way. But, man, Sigma going to be a strong character nonetheless. Sunky doing a great job finding a lot of lifts and a lot of big lifts at that, able to take so much space. But in the end, King Swiffer had the really nice shatters. One definitely on that second checkpoint there, and then also at the end there for the play of the game. Once again, as Krisek was saying, once the Hurricanes are able to let the ultimates rip, they're just going to find so much more success in all of these team fights.
Yeah, again, it feels like the Hurricanes, as we've said, are new to the roster, so there's a lot of timidness, a lot of hesitation coming out from the roster, and so I think playing in these group stages games are very helpful for them. They're able to become more comfortable in their team play, more comfortable in each other, and more comfortable in pressing Q, more comfortable in pushing forward at times when they need to, because right now it almost looks like they get trapped in a headspace where they're like, oh, we got to group up, we got to wait for everyone to have ultimate, and then we can go in. And sometimes you don't need that. You just need to press Q, win the fight. And I know that sounds silly, that sounds simple, but you can't win if you're just holding back the entire time. There are times where you need to go in, you need to press your advantage.
100%. And the Hurricanes did exactly that in map number 2. It's a little bit of a rocky start, but they were able to come out strong and in the end on top. Now we'll be heading into map number 3. And man, the Lightning going to want to take things here, but the Hurricanes not going to want to go down with 2 losses on the day. And they are definitely feeling a definite momentum boost and confidence boost. Now we're back on Dorado, though, with an escort, so it's going to be straight payload the entire time. So team fight after team fight after team fight. Let's see what happens here. As the Hurricanes now on the blue side, they're going to be on defense first, and the Lightning going to be red. Man, Genji Mains is going to be swapping off the Ana onto the Moira, which is really interesting for Dorado. We typically see a lot of Ana play. Shursty going to be picking up the Ana for the Hurricanes here, and Blockboy as well going to be on Zenyatta, going to be able to do a lot of damage from the high ground with those 2 supports, as well as just so much healing available for Monclover, who's just going to be flying around this map.
Yes, we're going to see a flying monkey with that Winston. I love Winston, and oh my gosh, Secret's doing so much damage early on to BBQ. Monclover instantly getting a pick onto Music Woman.
And yeah, that's going to be really big for the Hurricanes. Getting that early pick, unfortunately, is just going to be the Widow. So, you know, like a Widow only offers so much value to a team. It's compared to like the supports or whatever. But man, a very good early pick nonetheless. Completely stalled that payload there on this first corner. And Secrets having really great dives in between. Now, Panda Squad able to find Music Woman once again, as well as BBQ. That's both DPS gone from the Lightning. Sunky able to find Secrets, but it will not be enough as Panda Squad just continues to batter the damage down. Genji Main going to be falling to Blockboy in the end, and this monkey just stays on the point now. Panda Squad contesting the high ground, going to be looking to take out that Baptiste, who's just over there by themselves. Blockboy taking some damage, having to back up now for the side of the Hurricanes as the Lightning get reset and regroup.
I think it's so interesting that they had Triplet out of position, but the Hurricanes opted not to rush down that position, let them stay there. Maybe figuring if they're out of position that far that it would be more beneficial because Triplet just didn't have a line of sight for healing.
Yeah, or I wonder if Monclover just didn't have a jump in time, or there wasn't the call really for the full dive there. Sunky able to take out Shursty. That's not good for the Hurricanes. Panda Squad trades the support out for Triplet, though. Genji Main's able to find Secrets, and Monclover goes down to BBQ. Panda Squad's going to be the DPS alive for the Hurricanes. In the back, they do have Overclock, but this payload is already underneath that high ground and moving quite quickly towards the first doors.
Yeah, Panda Squad just going to have to play so careful, so safe, waiting for the team to come back before they can really make their move, trying to stay out of sight, maybe catch any of the rotation. We're going to see Monkey coming in with the Nano, just doing so much damage, being such a nuisance, taking out Sunky immediately.
Also going to have the ultimate ready for Monclover. Sunky ready with the lift. Window going to go down for Triplet. Not going to be getting any picks, though, with it. And the Hurricanes looking to just contest this point as long as they can. But the Lightning continue to pour onto the payload. And Monclover not going down. There's not the focus from the Lightnings yet. Able to pop the ultimate now, moving all these players around. Panda Squad comes in with secrets, and this fight is turning in the side of Hurricanes. Lightning going to be popping Coalescence, but it's not going to be enough to turn this fight around. Secrets with the Blade, able to just continue to slice through this team with Monclover.
The Blade and 15 health. Oh my goodness. Secrets barely getting out of it, but of course I spoke too soon, as Music Woman going to take down Secrets, who was not ready for the Soldier to appear there.
Yeah, Music Woman just getting the peek off, finding the low HP target, saying, I mean, all right.
Yeah. Oh, if you insist.
If you insist. And they are going to get that pick, staggering just a little bit, but the Hurricane's not going to be able to push forward. I mean, the Lightning will not be able to push forward off that pick. Triplet able to take out Block Boy, though. And now the Lightning are looking quite strong. They have some ultimates coming out. BBQ ripping that Death Blossom in the middle of the group. Going to be finding Monclover. Secrets goes down too. Panda Squad next. There's Shirsty gone from the Hurricanes as Lightning take the first checkpoint.
That's basically the whole team there. Lightning doing such a great job of sticking together, winning these team fights, using their ultimates effectively, even bouncing back, having the mind sense to group up effectively, use their ultimates, and then we see Music Woman trying to get this flank.
Music Woman does have Visor ready, but Monclover and Panda Squad are just going to be wreaking havoc up in the front line. The Ana, here's the Soldier, gets the anti off. There's not going to be any healing, and Shirsty able to win the 1v1 in the back for the Hurricanes. That is not good for the Lightnings. They were probably counting on that ultimate to really open this high ground up for them. Now having to reset, wait for Music Woman to come back from spawn. BBQ getting set up over on the right side, ready to push in towards the Hurricanes. Not going to be looking onto that right side of the map. Quite interesting. Normally you'll see like a player kind of checking in, peeking in, or looking for this top push. But here comes the Lightning now over onto the stairs. Soldier pushing out in the front now with BBQ.
Yeah, you have this Soldier ultimate that they can use to get behind, but not going to find anyone. Instead, going to get shot out. Oh. Caught out. BBQ going to find Block Boy. This is the opportunity that they need. Can the Lightning push forward and take Hurricane off this high ground, which they do? Secret's going to find Sunky, but is it enough, especially with Monclover and Secret's going insane?
As well as Shirsty able to find Music Woman. Monclover using this ult, going to be doing so much for the Hurricanes. They're finding so much value. Secrets, though, oh my gosh, with the Genji right now. Having an amazing game. Able to find both supports there to close out that team fight, and had the window come down from Triplet. That's not good for the Lightning. They're not looking at any ults except for Coalescence. The Hurricanes, though, they have Nano, they have Blade, they have Overclock, and they have Transcendence. So the Hurricanes are in a prime position to win this next minute if they use these ults well enough.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here, but Secrets has been going incredible.
Ooh.
Has Blade gonna find one?
Gonna find two. There's the back as well. Looking for the third. Shirsty able to get it, though.
Oh my gosh, and Secret's finding another kill right there. I don't know what's happened, but they are completely in their bag right now, going insane.
Yeah, Secret's just doing so much damage with that Blade. It was going to be a Nano Blade as well. That's why they were able to just slice through D.Va so quickly. Panda Squad ready with the Overclock, though, for the next fight here. And this is what I meant. If the Hurricanes just use these ultimates so well, they used 2 in the last fight, they have to use 2 in this fight, and they could just win the game here. Panda Squad gonna be popping the Overclock, finds Music Woman immediately, looking to take that Coalescence out of the game. They're gonna be able to do it. Genji mains going to be falling to that Overclock. Sunky now moving the payload by themselves, but the Hurricanes look so strong. And they're looking to take the Zen Yada out. Panda Squad just continuing to apply so much pressure here. Now it's just going to be the Ryan left on point for the Lightning. They're going to fall. It's overtime. Lucio comes jumping in, but the shots are there from the Hurricanes. One more player trying to get on point. It's going to be Hanzo. He does get the touch. Will there be another one from the Lightning? I don't think so. And that's going to be the Hurricanes taking round 1.
Yeah, I mean, good hustle all around from both teams. Hurricane doing a fantastic job. Secrets definitely the MVP of that map, doing such an incredible job, getting so many kills. I think at one point they basically killed the entire team.
Oh, and we're actually going to have a pause real quick here as we start off round number 2. But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
what an insane first round here on Dorado. So many intense fights here. I thought a lot more space might be taken, to be honest, but the Hurricanes were able to just lock down the high ground after the second checkpoint, and BBQ going to be on the Reaper instead of that Junkrat and not going to be finding the same value that we normally see, and Panda Squad going to be having a really amazing game, as well as Secrets. The DPS for the Hurricanes is going to be doing so much work, honestly, just putting on I don't know what analogy I was going for. But man, just doing so much for their team right now, and they are an insanely dominant force on the field. We're back now from the pause, though, and man, the Lightning look just as strong now with BBQ on that Junkrat here. Sunky going to be now on the Winston. Genji Main's back over to the Ana, Triplet on the Zen. So a pretty normal comp here for Dorado coming out of Lightning, as well as Hurricanes going to be pretty much mirroring, except we see Panda Squad on the Sim, and Secrets once again going to be on the Genji.
I have a feeling that Panda Squad is probably not going to stay on the Sim this entire time. Maybe they have a little bit of a cheeky Sim teleport setup that they're going to throw out there, and then we're going to see Panda Squad go back to the Sojourn, because it's so difficult for me to think of the Sojourn, the Panda Squad, and anyone else but the Sojourn here.
Yeah, I think Panda Squad's going to be looking. There's the TP onto the high ground. That's going to move the support line for the Hurricanes onto equal playing field with the Lightning. But Genji Main's going to be able to take out Block Boy very early, and now the fight is already over on the high ground. These supports having a difficult time pumping out damage, but they are able to get LOS on their own teammates, so the heals are still available for the Lightning. Hurricanes looking to push through, though, as these players just continue to push through onto the high ground.
Yeah.
BBQ looking to just keep the damage up, though, in the corridor. Panda Squad able to take out Sunky. That's massive for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Sunky jumping in onto the payload, but again, too far away to get LOS from either of the supports, and BBQ getting so low, but the healing going to keep them alive, and the damage going to take out Secrets.
And Genji Main's also going to find Mon Clover with that nade. Triplet going to be finding Block Boy. Panda Squad going down to BBQ. And man, the entirety of the Hurricanes just got melted in like half a second from these players on the Lightning just winning all of these 1v1s at the same time. The Hurricanes going to have to regroup once again and re-challenge the high ground here. Like we saw them do at the very start of the round, they're just going to have to regroup and do it again. But the Lightning not going to let that happen here. Sunky getting postured for the early jump in onto the back line of the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I get it. BBQ is in such a great position to just rain down fire, and you cannot get him off of this spot. Anyone who gets too close is immediately blown up.
If he had just hit that Zen in midair,
yeah, I would have gone crazy.
But Genji Main's able to take out Block Boy. Tire ready for BBQ, and the Lightning are looking so strong on the high ground, not letting an inch go the way of the Hurricanes here. Still just stacking up ultimates. They able Transcendence, almost have Nano. Sunky getting ready for his ultimate, as well as Sojourn coming up on that overclock. It's just going to be really, really intense here as Shirsty pops Nano, giving it to the Monkey, hoping something can happen early. Sunky able to take out Secrets, but Transcendence gets popped from the Lightning. BBQ able to take out Block Boy, and this payload only was able to move a little bit further from that push. Ultimate still on the side of Lightning. Secrets almost has that blade, but I don't think it's going to be enough to come in this just yet without a little bit more help from the team. Music Woman able to find Shirsty, and man, the Hurricanes are having a very difficult time pushing these high grounds.
They're having such a tough time. I mean, BBQ is locked in right now. Even when they try to go for different targets on the high ground, like Genji Mains and Triplet on that other high ground, they are there. They're ready for them. They had the trans to keep the team alive, and the damage just wasn't there, wasn't enough. BBQ taking a lot of damage, though, but still, again, just so safe, able to move around the map. Panda Squad is going to take out Triplet. This may be the opportunity, but that trap just going to take out Mon Clover.
You do not like that if you are Mon Clover. I am so surprised BBQ is still holding on to this tire. The Lightning are just holding on to so many ultimates here. They don't need to use them, but like if they did, they'd have them again.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
like it's good that they're holding on to them, but if they use them, they would just have it back.
Yeah, they would be able to use them, but they, again, just don't need them right now as the Hurricanes look to rebuild theirs. The Lightning now going to be looking to play the defensive play and let the Hurricanes kind of pop their ultimates. And, I mean, I'm not sure if I like that reactionary play style. We'll see how it works for them. But Music Woman ready with the overclock on the high ground, going to look to put out some damage numbers, hopefully similar to Panda Squad. As this monkey tries to jump onto the high ground, is going to get slipped. Panda Squad is going to be able to take out Triplet. That's very good for the Hurricanes. Nano goes out onto Genji, though. Secret's able to find... Oh, not able to find one. Mind Clover going to be able to take out Genji mains. And now going to be looking at BBQ, but gets trapped. Secret's going to be able to fall there. Music Woman pushing in the back with the overclock. Actually, not with the overclock. Just with the normal battle rifle. But man, the Hurricanes are all on the point. It's down to Music Woman to just win this 1v3. They're going to be trying to hit this Sojourn who's just moving around them. Panda Squad has amazing strafing right now. Triplet just not able. Oh, Triplet is able to shut this down, though, and the Lightning come out on top. The Hurricanes having a very strong defense, but the Lightning's unfortunately stronger.
That whole last sequence was so crazy. Secrets, of course, getting play of the game. As we said, pretty sure they took out the entire team of the Lightning with one of these blades. There's one, gonna D-mech, gonna get two here, about to pick up a third, and then a fourth as well. Absolute insanity. Secrets really popped off right there, but in the end, unfortunately, it's not enough for the Hurricanes, and they will be falling twice this week. Lightning and Landslide both winning their games respectively.
Yeah, 2-0 in the first series, 2-1 in the second series, but the Hurricanes definitely pulling together as a team, as a roster, figuring out a place here in the competition. Yep. And I'm really excited to see as they evolve that in future weeks and just get better and better. And hopefully, as we get further on into the group stages, but then into the later bracket, just roll through some teams because they have some really great potential. They just need to get a little bit more comfortable with using some ultimates, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And working together, being more cohesive. They have some good names, and they just need to figure out where everyone fits. We saw Block Boy in that DPS position in the beginning, and then they moved towards the support position, and we saw Panda Squad step up, and Panda Squad went insane on that Sojourn. I think once they figure out their lineup, figure out where everyone is and how they can work together, we're going to see Hurricanes again. We already saw them improving from their Landslide match, so Hurricanes will be coming back. We will see more of them, and I have a feeling they're going to kind of go insane once they figure out those kinks.
Yeah, and they have just been really, really insane tonight. But unfortunately, the Lightning and the Landslide were a bit more insane on this evening. We'll have to see them again, though, next week. But before that, I want to talk a bit about the player of this week, which is going to be none other than the BBQ. This person, this man on the Junkrat, has been popping off for the Lightning, doing an insane amount of damage. We saw some Junkrat and the Landslides, but man, when it comes to the Lightning and they have BBQ, we see plays like that, and man, they are so good. Insane tire plays, as well as just so many awesome mind plays, as we see here. Not mind plays, just nade plays.
Just shots, yeah.
Geometry. So good with geometry. This person has the protractor out, and they are just...
Got it up to the monitor, trying to figure out the angles with the projector.
45, 60. Yeah, so, but just doing so much work there. Genji main somehow able to live in that play. I do not understand how that happened. Sunky there with the lift, and BBQ finishing off with the tire. Just going to be an insane team play from the Lightning. 1, keeping the support alive.
Yes.
Huge. 2, killing the entire team. Huge. 3, contesting the point and winning the game out in the end. Just an insane series from the Lightning, and man, they are a really awesome team to watch. I'm really excited to see them in future weeks, as well as Landslides once again, and Mammoths for the first time.
I'm really excited. I'm excited to see the Mammoths come out, but yes, I mean, BBQ definitely had to be that MVP, the player of the week. So exciting to watch. I know they have other characters in their arsenal, but I just want to watch them play Junkrat because they're so good at the Junkrat.
The mind movement has just been insane, especially we saw it on Dorado, just bouncing around between the rooftops, and literally every team fight they were swapping to a different one, so that when the Hurricanes were coming out, they were like, wait, where is the Junkrat? That's Zenyatta.
Yeah, I think Dorado absolutely highlighted the skill of BBQ, able to hold that high ground, and anytime anyone got close, they just died.
Yeah.
Just because of the skill, the aiming, and the positioning of BBQ. So very happy that they get Player of the Week because they deserve it for sure.
Yeah, and it has been an insane week so far. A great way to start off the Overwatch Rumble, not Summer Invitational, for Esports Tower. And man, this has been a great group stage so far. I'm excited to continue it next week here once again on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Same stream, same place, Shenandoah Esports Tower, same places. And man, it has been an insane ride so far. I'm very excited to continue it, but I think that is going to do it for our show this week. Thank you so much for joining us. I have been Josh Cunningham. This has been Alexander T. Kresek, and we're signing off dancing.